up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer Day with TK. It is a sweltering hot day here in Findlay, Ohio. I think it's about 94 or 95, and with the heat index, it's over 100 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, the one upside to this is the extreme heat warning that's in effect has kept all the backyard landscapers and excavators in the houses. So I'm able to get a beer in. Now, as it is Wednesday, I'm doing a WTF Wednesday review. For those who may be new to the channel, WTF Wednesday is the one day a week when I showcase something I normally wouldn't on the program. Now, the last couple weeks I have done some cheladas, as you know. Not my style. I'm trying to get into them, trying to like them. Eventually I'll find one I like, but for now, I think I'm 0 for 4. I also sometimes do stuff from the big boys, Bud Miller Coors, and I do some stuff from microbreweries that's maybe off the beaten track a little bit more odd, and that's what I'm going to do today. This is Sea Isle Spiked Iced Tea from Bodied Brewing Company. And they're out of Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania. Now, before I begin, I want to say thanks to Pete, who sent this out to me. He sent me out a box of beers. I did an unboxing vid, but I haven't released it yet because I still have a backlog of videos from when Anderson was here. I'm trying to get those out and do a bunch of other things with my family and work type stuff, so I've been a little bit busy. But I'm glad to be back at it, and this seems like the perfect beverage. It's a malt beverage, technically. I guess it says malt beverage made with black tea. Perfect thing for a 100-plus degree day. Now, Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania, you might think it's near the border with New Jersey. It's actually not. It's in Lycoming County, up in the Williamsport area, which is kind of like north-central Pennsylvania. Now, I looked at this Bald Birds Brewing, and they had a little bit of a backstory, like a lot of the breweries do. And it looks like the name comes from two different things. So one, the bald part comes from the owners, Joe and Abby. I think the name is Feerar, F-E-E-R-R-A-R, Feerar, are both bald. So I guess Joe started suffering from male pattern baldness, and Abby has alopecia. So that's the bald part. The birds part comes from, they came home one day and found a robin's nest on a wreath that was on their front door. Thus, bald birds. I thought it had something to do with the eagles or something like that, which are bald eagles, I guess, are bald birds as well. But no, it's much more personal. Now, as far as reviews on this, there's really not a heck of a lot to go on. On Untappd, I think there were 2 check-ins in total. Beer Advocate didn't have anything at all. Now, this brewery, like I said, they're up in Jersey Shore, PA, but they also have a location in Audubon. I'm guessing that's probably where Pete got that, because Audubon is kind of the outskirts of Philadelphia, which makes a lot more sense than traveling all the way up to Jersey Shore, PA to acquire this. Now, the spiked iced teas, I remember these coming out years ago, and, you know, they're okay. They're neither here nor there for me. I don't hate them. I don't love them. But on a day like today, it seems appropriate. So this is 6% ABV. Doesn't say anything on the IBUs. I don't even really imagine there are any. I'm trying to see if there's anything else on the can worth noting. No, it's kind of a neat can. Again, Sea Isle Spiked Iced Tea. For those of you that aren't from the Pennsylvania, Jersey area, Jersey is like kind of split. Seems like the people from Philly and the South go to southern New Jersey, so Wildwood and Cape May, and the people from maybe northern Pennsylvania and New York tend to hit northern Jersey, which I guess would be the Jersey Shore you see on TV. And I know Sea Isle is probably more north, obviously. I think I went there once when I was in college, but I don't really remember it that much. I used to go down to Wildwood because my grandfather had a house down that way. So, all right, let's check this one out. I got some ice in my glass. Look, it's starting to melt already. I've only been out here a few minutes, and I'm sweating profusely. I even have the little fan on. I'm still dying, but hopefully this does the trick. Huh. I thought it would be darker in color since it's an iced tea. I don't know why. I expected it to be kind of like a dark tea color. But if I were to break out my SRM chart, see if it'll even apply on here. Yeah, I'd probably say it's like a 3, like a straw type color. It almost kind of looks like apple juice. It's kind of weird. You see some fine bubbles in there, and they're just kind of suspended. Not super carbonated, but you see the bubbles. My glass is sweating like crazy. I think I'm glad I put some ice cubes in here to make it extra cold. Now, you can see through it for the most part, but that kind of reminds me of apple juice, the look of it. Smell. Kind of subtle. I mean, like a light tea smell. Maybe a slight lemony smell as well. Yeah, smells all right. Here's to 102 degrees. That's a real WTF Wednesday. All right. giant swig of that because I am thirsty and it is hot. Also went to the gym today, which is a critical error. I've been inspired by my man Blue Ice. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check him out. He does beer reviews, but he also does some fitness stuff. So as I'm getting older, I don't want to be one of those guys that used to be a beer reviewer that's now deceased. So I'm trying to hit the gym, cut a few LBs, and still enjoy a few beers. What do I think of it? Not bad. Body-wise, medium bodied. Nothing too crazy going on there. Kind of just tastes like a lemony iced tea. You do get a little bit of a kick from the alcohol at the end, but it's not bad. If you had like who does the other hard iced tea, like the Mike's Hard Lemonade and all those hard tea things like that, they always seem to have like a weird, nasty alcohol taste at the end. Like initially when you drink it, to me at least, they taste like tea or lemonade, and then you're just like, there it goes, that malt beverage, right? Which is kind of generic alcohol base that you mix different flavors in with. And that always seems to ruin it for me. This, on the other hand, you do get a little bit of something at the end, but it's not really gross like you get with those other ones. Now, that might just be because this is done by a smaller brewery and not kind of like a macro thing. And 6% is kind of reasonable ABV on a warm day. I was just talking to my son about this with the beer festivals. Ask me why I don't go to the summer ones anymore. And to be brutally honest, it's because of the heat. I don't mind going to the winter beer festivals. But you go to it in the summer, and it's a crapshoot. You buy the tickets a month out. Maybe it's 95, 100 degrees. You drink a few beers in the sun. You feel like you're ready to fall out. So I've been skipping the summer ones. Not that, COVID's kind of skipped them for us. But, even before that, I'm kind of skipping the summer ones. This is something you could drink on a nice warm day, and I don't think it would, wouldn't be such a high ABV that it would do you in. Also kind of refreshing. You pick up a little bit of a tea taste. I did a tea beer probably 2 or 3 videos before this and talked about this a little bit. A lot of times when people use tea, especially if they use real tea, it kind of adds a funky, musty flavor to a beer. And I think it's really hard. Of all the tea-type beers I've had, I think I've only liked about one of them, that last one that I did, because they dialed it down and it complemented it. I think this does the same. This tastes like a nice iced tea, a little bit of lemon in it. You know that there's a little bit of alcohol because you feel it at the end, but it's not a massive alcohol burn or grossness to it. So this is really good. It's not my usual thing, but that's probably what makes it perfect for WTF Wednesday. So Pete, thank you so much for sending out this Sea Isle Spiked Iced Tea from Bald Birds Brewing. This is something I never would have found out here in Northwest Ohio, so greatly appreciate the hookup, my brother. Also, shout out to Bald Birds. This is pretty solid. When I saw it was a malt beverage, I thought, I don't know about this. But this is solid. It's actually tasty, refreshing, and I would definitely have another one. So it gets a big thumbs up. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Hopefully it's not 102 where you are. Stay inside, stay cool, and until next time, cheers.